Hello everybody, welcome to my top 5 tips for Cyber Weekend. Yes, this video is going to go over tips looking at things like budgeting and unit values, right the way through to rank up champions and preparation to go from one titleage to the other, and also look at the idea of checking the shops, the Google points and other things as to getting some reductions or some extra value of money against your spend, because, you know, for those that spend, they want to see that they're getting good deals. So I'm talking about Cyber Weekend iTunes vouchers, but also if you spend, you sometimes get a reduction. So that's what we're going to go over in this video. Now, if you saw in Marvel Contest of Champions news on Wednesday on the show, we talked about Frontline MCOC's unit deal value spreadsheet. This one is done as just a perspective thing. So for a lot of people, they may kind of differ in opinion to what Dan has put together here. But this is good to start perspective, because here's the thing. If you disagree with some of these, he's giving you a spreadsheet. So you can actually change the values yourself. But this is basically a budget spreadsheet. So you're able to set your own budget, what you feel is going to be in there against the value of spend. You can use this as your budget tool for projections and kind of thinking, right, well, if I get this, I get this. Also have a spreadsheet together of champions you're looking to rank up. At least you then have focus of what you're going to do, rather than going, oh, I've got all these rank up materials, who do I rank up? Most champions that I've got on screen at the moment are good champions for different things. There are some that require a huge amount of investment in signature stones, and if you get 200 5-star signatures, and the same thing with the 4 stars, anything lower, look at your Namors to hit up the 200 signature. Aegon to a degree, but I know people would differ on that. But loads of other champions like Captain America Symbiote, where you get 200 signature, and there's a few other champions there, but other than that, they just need either a standard rank up or good unawakened. So yeah, all the ones on screen at the moment. Doctor Doom would be a good one to add in loads of signatures, especially if you want to push the narrative of growing your prestige. Corvus Glaive is a given. You've then got Medusa, Stark Spidey, which I know some people are getting very iffy on that one. Domino, Captain Marvel movie, Black Widow, Claire Voyant, Human Torch, Colossus, Iceman, Warlock, Nick Fury, Magneto, Hyperion. I didn't mean name Scarlet Witch because, you know, it's a very specific champion. Not many people have it. Although, do look to the next 5-star featured. I've got a feeling, and I've got a fever, and that fever is more cowbell. The next top tip is calculating percentages, and percentages with selectors. Let's assume that we're getting Tier 5 class catalyst selectors for a lot of some, and as well there will be selectors for those at Tier 4 class catalyst needing and using and wanting and desiring. So there we go. That's what you need to consider. With a Tier 4 class catalyst, I think it's fine, but when it comes to the Tier 5 class catalyst, preparation is going to be key. Now, I've prepared some options when it comes to the way that we see Tier 5 class catalyst selectors. Do bear in mind, there probably isn't going to be a 2% selector, and it's very unlikely we'll see a 5% selector, but it's just that as an example. And that's the thing, looking at examples can really give you a decent perspective. So this is a scenario that I've got at the moment. My Mystic Shards are 30,600, Cosmic 32,300, Skill 28,800. So I've then put the deficit of what I require more of, which, as you can see on the right, the selector required would be a 20% and a 15%. The same way that I would need a bit of luck with a Cosmic Crystal, and the same thing would be or with a selector, and then looking at things like the skill side of things, because, you know, Aegon, maybe I get a 6-star awakening gem, maybe it's a skill, maybe I awaken Aegon, and maybe I decide then to rank up based on my selector. So those are things I've really got to consider when doing that, but I've got to consider them prior, and preparation is key. That's one thing I always say: preparation, preparation, preparation. So that's the thing. You can look at the different values here of what they give back selector volume wise, and then you can then assign what you're close to, what you're preparing for, and what would be good champion option. Funny enough, I was having the same discussion with Captain Dante in the Discord, and he's doing exactly the same. Preparation is key. You can see like a similar thing. Mine's very simple, and that's the thing. I like having something that's kind of less things to look at, make it really simple, and as well just focus on what I'm close to, what I really require. So yes, indeed, get prepared with that Tier 5 class catalyst, and do identify maybe some champions you want to get as to assignment against it. But look, it's always going to be RNG, so you don't know what you're going to pick up from those crystals. If we get crystals, if we get shards and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kind of like, I mean, just personally, just going to put myself in it. I would have liked to get 6-star shards, especially when it's coming close to the fabled Apocalypse crystals, but I think that'll probably be in the unit deal. I would assume it would replicate what was put out on July 4th. I think we'll probably get things like Nexus crystals if I was to have a guess. Tip number 3 is to open up all your crystals, especially if you've got champion acquisition that you want to refocus, and there may be certain champion you don't know that you're going to get, and it's just like boom, you open up all your crystals prior. Tier 5 class catalyst crystals, these 6-star crystals, if you are not waiting for Apocalypse crystals. That's the only thing I would say with that. Yes, there will be crystals or there will be shards that will be on the Cyber Weekend deals, but it's again important to get the perspective of going, look, I've opened up everything, I therefore have options, or I've increased my options, and then you can like rank up a champion there. If you're holding out for something, then you're holding out for something. If you're pointlessly holding out for something, then open up your crystals and see what you get. And hopefully there's something there that gives you more of an option if you're kind of going, oh, I'm not sure who to rank up. So just open up those crystals first. Even the rank up materials one, because it could mean that you might be close to something. Yeah, you could do it after, but maybe if you're making decisions so soon, like in the weekend itself, then at least you kind of gone, everything's open, champions revealed, rank up resources revealed, and then you can then prioritize your rank ups accordingly based on what you got from Cyber Weekend. Tip number 4 is all about your title change, as it says here. Change your progression levels. You should receive the next tier offers. Well, I can't guarantee that. I'm very confident in it. So at least that gives you the perspective of going, if you're going from one titleage system to another, you can get the deals. If you're looking to change between now and the Cyber Weekend deals coming in, then that would be good. But if you are feeling rushed, and especially being thronebreaker, you don't have any good options of champions to rank up. And that's a very real thing. That's a very real thing at the moment, that players are finding odd champions in their roster to go, oh, you know, should I rank that up? Should I not? Because they just don't have any options based on certain 6-stars, or maybe how their luck falls in different types of content that they've grinded out. You know, you might be getting a science tier 5 class catalyst. You're like, I don't know which 6-star could rank 3. If you've got those very real problems, then hopefully this weekend is going to help out towards that, from you getting the Cavalier deals, getting something good, say the unit deals or the first set of deals, getting the selector you need. And that's the thing about preparation, which we talked about in tip number 2 or tip number 3. I think it's tip number 2. Then obviously you've got that perspective of the next thing, the next step up. And if you're a Cavalier, it's time to shoot for rank ups that are going to help you get through certain content. I've got a Cavalier guide. I sent it in a very iffy way because I do want to update that guide, but it will not be ready in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's probably going to be about 4 weeks time that I'll be able to have that new Cavalier guide, because everything's changed since last time I did it. Last year I did a how to get Cavalier guide, and everything's changed, so it's important for me to redo that. But you know, if you do want to get the next titleage up, rank up certain champions that have a broad spectrum of immunities and also diverse coverage. It's not just about raw damage, it's all about utility, and therefore look at things that have been changed in notes and also patches. So you can do things like the Crossbones fight and Sentinel fight in Act 6.2.5, Act 6.1.5 and 6.1.6 respectively. So yes, look out for preparation on certain champions to take down the content. And the final tip number 5, is all about getting bang for your buck. So for those that spend money, you want to find out that you're getting a decent amount of money back from what you're spending. Now, yes, I do have this year some gift cards that were given very kindly by family members for my birthday. So I am looking to then offset that against the cost of getting some Cyber Weekend deals. But as well, there are some options available. Sometimes supermarkets in the US, I think Target, do run something of a reduced gift card purchase. It's not everywhere across the world, and I don't know if they will do it this year. But that's the thing. Look at it in your local supermarket, mainly on Monday. That's when they usually do these kind of deals where they reduce them down. So for the spend of, say, for me, £80, you get the value of £99. So it's just how that works. Or maybe £100 for the value of spending £80. It works out like that. The same thing can be said for the iTunes store. When you kind of purchase using a credit card or debit card, then you're able to get the higher volume at a lower price. It's a normal reduction. They usually do around Cyber Weekend. But also the same thing can be said for those that have stuff on Google. Here's an option here with the Google points. As many people have pointed out, that earn 4 points per £1 on all play purchases. Event ends on the 30th of November. So on Google, they're now offering something to get points. And if you don't know, we have covered this before, Google points mean prizes. Unfortunately, the Google points aren't everywhere across the world, which is very disappointing. It's only recently come to a lot of European places. You can VPN, you can get a free VPN and VPN into those places. So if you are looking to purchase, you do get something back for it. So yes, do indeed look out for this, which is dropping and can be quite helpful for those that are looking, again, as I said, to get bang for your buck. And for the people watching in the UK, normally we get in Tesco's a reduction in the gift cards, which, as I said, it's something in store. You can get the same type of deals on your phone, but it's important to just like shop savvy and kind of go, look, is this definitely being reduced? Is it worth me buying through here? It just depends on what you want to do with it, how your cards are linked and whatnot. But yeah, that's the thing. You can either give that option of buying on your shopping. You can also say to a relative, like saying, if you want something for Christmas, here's a good time to buy. You save money by buying this for me for Christmas if you buy it now, as opposed to like coming towards Christmas and stuff. I usually say to my dad, look, could you get this from Tesco's because it's reduced. You save money on the purchase, and it's just good for them if you are that inclined to ask them. There's been no big update on whether or not this is going into the stores. I might try and ask on Saturday when I go in, but that's the thing. I'll go in Saturday, find it there, or it's going to be available on the old phone when you do the credit card purchases, that it comes in a little bit less for your spend. So I think that's worldwide in any case for normal people. But yeah, that's been my 5 top tips for Cyber Weekend, from shopping savvy right the way through to just preparation for those that are the unit spenders, the free to play people. I'll give you a little bit of perspective either way you go, but thanks very much for watching this video. And also check out some recent content posted up here somewhere. So go and check that out, go and support it, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one. Bye bye for now.